Today we'll be reacting to Mariah Carey's 1998 tribute to Patti Labelle, and it's If Only You Knew and Somewhere Over the Rainbow. But before we start, this is a reaction video, it's a commentary video, so I'm gonna pause and provide some commentary along the way, but I'll of course link the full performance below so that you can check it out without me disturbing you. But you clicked a reaction, so here we are.
Mariah Carey.
Coming in with that big hair, sounding smooth as butter immediately. I noticed a touch of air to her vocals here. And you know, it's typical for Mariah Carey. She does have this, you know, she's the queen of like singing with this nice, airy, beautiful tone. And here you hear it, especially in her onsets. There's like a little before the glottal impact. You know, sounding so good from the get-go.
Until I have them memorized, but when I get up the nerve to tell you the words, they never seem to come out right. Whoa, yeah.
That Mariah Carey tone, it's so distinct, it's so her. So already we've heard her on lower notes where she adds more of that breath, you know, because when you go to the lower notes, it's easier if you get into a sort of yawny space, like when you yawn, it's like yeah, it's very comfortable to go down to lower notes. So there she's in her more yawny space, but at the end, right before we stopped here, it's more wider and brighter sounding, you know, because you move out of that yawny space and open up for those more glittery frequencies, bright. My English is not here today, but yeah, brighter. You go into this brighter space, and that tone that comes out of Mariah when she does that, it's so, there's just this lovely crispness to her tone that it's so good. The backing vocals sound golden too. Okay. We're getting into church here. We're getting into what Mariah's known for, I guess. Oh, look, there's Patti Labelle too, right where I stopped. But yeah, I just wanted to mention the backing vocals. They sound so full and so what do you call it, like homogeneous, like uniform, like you know, because it's harmony, so obviously it's not unison, but they sound very tight and very in the same vocal space, like the same vocal quality. It's and their timing, everything, so good. Appreciate a good backing vocalist group. And you know, Mariah is just showing her vocal control. Her musicality, I mention this every time, but her musicality is just so great. I love the way that she can play around a melody like she does and make it sound so just coherent and beautiful, you know? She's a musician. And one thing that I just think is fun to notice when she goes up on those higher sort of belts where she starts on a vowel, there's this sort of hard glottal attack, but there is air before it. So it's almost like this H, but just with a very hard, still glottal attack, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, it's very Mariah Carey. And I think it sounds so cool because it gives this, it's about the expression of it all. It sounds sincere, you know, like,
How much I said you don't know how much I love you, sugar.
smooth. Yes. transition before we hear her out. Well, that's so beautiful. That's such a... I didn't know what the transition was gonna be, but that was so smooth. It was just like seamless and nice. And just seeing Patti Labelle's face there, like, yeah, what a tribute, you know? Imagine having Mariah Carey, one of the greatest vocalists of all time, give a tribute to you. Of course, when you're Patti Labelle, that's, you know, but for a regular person like you or me, that's just insane to think about. That tone. It's just there. She leaves me no place to even pause. It's just I don't want. It's hurting me to pause. I have to analyze this. Like, it's just she leaves me. It's just amazing. That tone she had there just caught me by surprise. That it was like a darker sounding, not as white, and that brightness we talked about. It was not that bright. Still very, very clear. So clear and darker. Oh my gosh, that was so good. I love it. And I bet some people are gonna say, "Oh, this is Mariah outside of her prime," and we know that she's had issues with her vocal folds, with her vocal cords and everything. But with that, to be able to deliver at this level, come on, like, she's perfection. Like, the control, it's oof. We have to obviously go back and hear some of that again, because there's no place for me to pause in a sane manner. Oh, I paused because there was a low note and then she went even lower. The chills, if you could see, like, the hair is standing up all over my body right now. I know people are usually people are like, wow, over the high notes, and I get that. They're like the belts, her belts are super impressive too, and they sound so distinct. And there's such, like, the tone is so full, you know. Anyway, but a good low note, and when you don't expect it, because she was like vibing up there, and then and she laughs. Oh, there's this thumbnail in the way. I can't see their faces right now, but I bet Patti Labelle is just like, what? You can give me 1992 Mariah. You can give me 1998 Mariah. It's quality all the way. Like, oh my gosh. The control and her musical choices. Like, I didn't even mention that. Like, because I'm just so by so much of what happened here. I was like, in a good way. Her musicality. If you take anything away from this video, you know, we know she's got the range, but if you take anything away from this video, Mariah's musicality, appreciate it, you know, because she's not just singing songs and hitting notes. She's a musician. She creates while on stage, you know? She's not just reproducing. She creates when she's on stage. And also props to the backing vocalist. That was... what a great performance. If you're still watching, thank you so much for watching till the end. Leave a white heart in the comments so that I can see that you watched till the end and appreciate you, because I do. And like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. Become a member on my Buy Me a Coffee if you want to do that. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Now